Welcome and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more. Now, recently, Evelyne Wanjiru, who is a Kenyan gospel artist celebrated in Kenya, posted about the wonderful news of them getting pregnant and having a baby after 10 long years of prayer and waiting. Of course, we would really love to congratulate them. I think the baby is already here. Congratulations to them. It is not easy. There's a goat in the background agreeing with me. So, recently, there is a content creator, Kenyan as well, known as Kitt Kiarie, who made a post on Instagram. So, and I will quote: Last week, I saw someone celebrating their long-awaited pregnancy. 10 years they've been trying to have a baby and they were finally pregnant. They quoted scripture and invited their followers to thank God with them. My question is this: how come people who are trying for babies don't adopt? I'm particularly curious about the pro-lifers who believe in encouraging women to give their babies up for adoption rather than abort. Why do they wait decades to have a child when they could have a child via adoption? Now, as we can see, she's asking a question, which is a viable question, I guess, but from a point of ignorance, of not understanding why people who are not are having issues having kids, why can't they just go and adopt? And if you just Google stuff not to say to people who are dealing with infertility, that one comes in the list as probably up there as number 2 or 3. I'll actually link an article below where you can read all the things that you shouldn't say to people who are dealing with fertility. Some things are really insensitive to say. In this case, you are making an assumption that these people are emotionally, financially ready to adopt a child and go through the process of adopting a child. And people do not adopt children because of infertility issues. People adopt children just to adopt children. So there are many people who adopt children who already they have their own biological children, and they they just adopt others. So I think what pissed people off is the way she put it or how it came across, especially quoting someone. If you were to translate it kama Mkenya, it would be something like, juzi niliona post fulani ati kuna huyu musician sijui amengoja watoto 10 years, kwa nini wasiadopt? You see, so that's how it comes across to people. There are two issues here being brought up. There is the issue of pro-lifers, people who tell others who don't want to abort that they don't adopt, give up the baby for adoption. That's a totally different discussion. I think the best thing for her would have been to ask the question without probably making it so personal, because right now it seemed like it was pointing to somebody in particular. And there is that, it comes in a tone of like, sijui niite aje, hata I can't think of a name, mocking, no, sarcasm. I'm not sure what the word is, but unaona hiyo story, kwani siwa adopt. So that's how it lands on someone's ears. So I think the best thing would have been to probably, maybe if she would have congratulated somebody for waiting for the whole 10 years, maybe it would have helped a bit. Just don't mention the person at all. Just say, in general, people wait for so long to why don't they adopt? In that case, you would still have been attacked, but not as much, because you haven't referenced to somebody in particular. Although, uh, yeah, we really have to educate ourselves about how to communicate in a way that is empathetic and sensitive, and I think that is what was missing uh, here. So I think what Kit can do is probably to, I guess, educate herself. Of course, in this post, she's asking for feedback, but you're a public figure, so instead of doing all that, I'm sure there are other ways of you to get that information before posting it like that. People just assume because you are online and you appear to be someone who knows what she's talking about. I really like Kit's channel, especially the advice that her mom gives. It's priceless. I have learned so much from Kit's channel and Kit's content on family life and things like that. As in, I really, really love her work. And I also don't believe in cancel culture, or just give people a chance to redeem themselves, give people a chance to apologize, and give people a chance to redeem their ignorance. But in this sense, I would say probably the best thing would be to apologize to Eve publicly, because you mentioned her, you dragged her here, in your ignorance. Um, yeah, because you mentioned her publicly, apologize to her publicly, and yeah, find some ways of redemption or restitution, like talking about it and getting more information, and basically what you are doing, but in a different way. Use, it's not what you said, it's how you said it. So I think sometimes when we have not been through struggles that other people have gone through, yani hatuwezi, we cannot understand. Like for me, I've been pregnant 4 times. I have 3 kids. So like, and for me, the minute I have a boom, okay, the child is in. Like I've never had these issues, so I cannot relate to it. But yeah, some people have really, really struggled. It's a really emotional journey, and I would see why people get triggered. So some of the things that you shouldn't say, number one, to people who are dealing with infertility, is you can always do IVF. Don't say that. Just adopt. Trust me, you are lucky you don't have kids. Don't say things like that. There is an article that I will link below which tells you all the things that you shouldn't say, or triggering things that trigger people who deal with infertility, that probably shouldn't say. And yeah, just look below and let's learn. Otherwise, see you next time. Oh, bye. Yeah.